Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you, and you are always welcome here on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love. First message coming out for Virgo. That's really lovely. We're starting it out today with the Wheel of Fortune, and I do always say to you, Virgo, that the Wheel of Fortune tends to indicate getting lucky in love. So this is suggesting that there could be some sort of positive romantic opportunity coming your way right now, whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship. And there's also an element of destiny that tends to come through with the Wheel of Fortune. A bit of that vibe of right person, right place, right time, something lining up the way that it's meant to line up, and basically circumstances shifting and changing, usually in a positive way. So let's see where this goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now, please. Okay. And then we've got the Eight of Wands, which is also lovely. You can see here that the Eight of Wands is a very quick moving energy, and it tends to indicate somebody who wants to communicate with us. And there's also like a sense of urgency, like somebody who has something really important to say to you and they feel like they need to say it quickly. And so what I see here is that there could be some really positive communication coming your way in your love life. This could be new love coming in. It could also be, if you're in a relationship, maybe your person is going to be expressing something about how much they love you, but it feels really good. And it feels like there's a sense of somebody here who really just wants to let you know how they feel, and they want to talk about those feelings, and they want to make you feel loved. Now, the Eight of Wands can also be connected to travel and distance. So for some of you, this might even be an indicator that maybe you're in a long distance relationship, or, you know, if you're single, maybe you could be connecting with somebody from a different part of the world, perhaps. So there could be a little bit of an element there indicating distance. So yeah, either like traveling to see each other, you know, connecting with someone from a different part of the world, that kind of stuff. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo. King of Cups. I'm kind of in love with the energy today. So we've got the King of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's just take a look at the overall vibes, because this is actually incredibly beautiful energy, Virgo. So let's talk about the King of Cups. Don't worry about the gender, but the King of Cups is a person who is very connected to their heart, and usually someone who has a lot of love to give. So I see that there is somebody here with this King of Cups who is falling in love with you, Virgo, and really just having all of these big feelings for you, and also wanting to tell you about these feelings that they have. And so what I see is that if you're currently involved with somebody, it really does look like they're falling hard for you, Virgo. They're very in love with you or falling in love with you. And if you're currently single, this is the energy coming towards you. And I will say here with that Eight of Wands, it does indicate that something could be happening quicker than you expected right now. Maybe you didn't anticipate something would happen as fast as it is happening, or, you know, something happens and you totally didn't expect it, but you end up feeling really good about it. So very, very positive overall energy today. So here's what we're going to do for the rest of the reading. We're going to look more at this person, and we're going to look more at you. So we're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking, Virgo. I'm going to look at the same thing for you, and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's kind of dig into it. Tell me about this person who's here for Virgo right now, please. All right. I love that. First card coming out for your person is the Ace of Swords. Aces are about new beginnings. So this is a strong indicator of new love if you're single. Now, this tells me that whoever you're involved with is definitely a clear communicator, and they've probably had some sort of epiphany, some sort of big realization recently, and they want to tell you about it. So like I said, I feel like there could be something like unexpected coming your way right now, Virgo, but like a really positive thing. And it could be related to something that your person is going to communicate to you right now. Tell me more about this person's energy, please. And then we've got the Two of Wands. It's definitely related to planning and preparing for the future. So I think that this person has realized that they see a future between the two of you, and now they want to start planning for it with that Two of Wands. So if you're currently with this person, I think you're probably going to notice right now that your person is wanting to talk about the future quite a bit. They might start asking more questions about where things are headed, about what you want in the future. They might be telling you about some of their goals and their dreams, and really engaging you in this conversation about where things are headed between the two of you. Now, if this is new love coming in, I think that this person is very early on in the relationship going to make it quite clear to you, Virgo, that they see this connection headed in a really good direction. Tell me more about this person's overall energy. And then we've got the Five of Cups. Okay. So that's interesting. That's definitely a bit of a different energy than what we've seen so far. So let's kind of break down what could be going on here. The thing that's coming to mind with the Five of Cups is that this person has probably been disappointed in love before, okay? So I think they've had some tough experiences. Things have not always gone their way. I mean, I think that's pretty common for most of us. Something didn't work out at one point. It was disappointing. But I feel like your person is really actively working to shift their mindset right now. And the reason I say that is because I always point out to you that the Five of Cups is a card that shows 3 cups that are spilled and 2 cups that are upright, okay? Now this represents that, like I said, maybe your person has gone through disappointments in love before, or maybe there's just been something in their life right now where something didn't turn out the way that they expected and they're dealing with the disappointment. But the Five of Cups to me is about shifting that mindset. It's about not looking at the 3 cups that are spilled. It's about turning around and looking at the 2 cups that are upright, which represent the opportunity. And so I feel like your person, I'm getting an interesting message, you guys. I was gonna say, I feel like your person is shifting their mindset, and I'm actually getting a specific message here, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. I feel like there was a situation in the past for your person. It could be related to love, could be related to anything really. It's a general reading, so it can show up a bit differently, but I feel there was something in their life where they didn't act as quickly as they had wanted to in the past, and they missed out on an opportunity, okay? And because they've had that experience, they now know that it's important not to just like sit back and wait and see what happens. It's actually really important to take action, which is why I think we're seeing this Eight of Wands in the overall energy. And I'm like, there's something about the Eight of Wands that's like very quick, very fast. There's a sense of urgency. So maybe this is what's spurring your person to really come towards you right now, Virgo, because I just feel like they went through something in the past, and maybe it was even with a past lover where maybe they were interested in somebody and they didn't really express it and they held back, or maybe they held back in a relationship and it didn't work out. And now your person is very much of the mindset that when they know that they've got something really good, they're not just going to sit back anymore and wait for things to happen. They're going to be actively taking action. And I think that's why we're seeing that within the overall energy. It's like your person knows that they love you, Virgo, so they're not going to sit around and wait to see what happens. They're going to be really showing you. So let's see what they could be feeling right now, please. The Tower. Okay. I'm kind of laughing. You're probably like, why are you laughing at the Tower? The Tower is big, big, big energy. It's a big shakeup. It's very transformative. And I kind of feel like it's showing up in your person's feelings. And what it feels like to me, Virgo, is that their feelings for you are also going to kind of catch them off guard. It's like it's shaking their whole foundation because they're connecting with you and they're having these big feelings for you. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is like shaking up everything. I'm feeling things I've never felt before. I'm experiencing things I've never experienced. Like there's something about this connection between the two of you emotionally that feels really big for them. There's a lot of big feelings that are coming up. It's a very transformative kind of connection. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling right now. Page of Wands. Yeah, very attracted to you, obviously, Virgo. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but yeah, they're very attracted to you. There's the chemistry, there's the fireworks. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling, please. And then the Five of Pentacles. All right. So this is the second 5 that we've seen for your person. So I do think there is something here, Virgo, and it's probably good to be mindful of. Like there is definitely something here in your person's past that feels like there was a disappointment, or with the Five of Pentacles, there could have been some sort of abandonment, right? I really do think that your person was badly burned by some sort of past situation where a romantic connection just didn't work out the way that they expected. And I think it was really hard for them, but I think they learned a lot of lessons, but there is still a little bit of that uncertainty. So it's like, I think your person is moving towards you and expressing their love, but it definitely feels vulnerable for them. Like it feels like they're putting themselves out there and they're just kind of hoping that things are going to work out. Like they really, really hope things are going to work out between the two of you. But I do think that they've been burned before. And so there's a little bit of that vulnerability as well, where they're like, I'm going to express my feelings. I'm going to express my connection, my love for Virgo. And I hope that I don't end up getting left out in the cold. I hope that Virgo reciprocates those feelings. So there is like a little bit of insecurity here that your person might still be working through. So, you know, they might talk to you about this at some point, but I think it's just good to be mindful. Like they might show up a little insecure, and this might be what's driving that sense of urgency with the Eight of Wands. Because part of you might be like, why are they suddenly moving so quickly? There could be a little bit of that anxiety behind it that's driving it. So let's see what actions they could be taking right now, please. Let's take a look at that. The Four of Cups. Yeah. So the Four of Cups is about withdrawing and disconnecting from things that don't serve us anymore, and basically being like, I'm not going to give my energy to that. And we've talked about how there might be a bit of an insecurity here for your person related to some stuff in the past. And I think your person is trying to disconnect and not give any more of their emotional energy to that situation. Tell me more, please, about what actions they could be taking. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. It's so interesting, you guys. Like, the more we're getting into it, I definitely feel there is some sort of emotional baggage here for your person. And I think it is still present in their life. They're still working through something from their past. And it's like, this is an opportunity for them to really let it go. I mean, maybe what's happening here is that the relationship that the two of you are developing is allowing them to see things differently. Because if they've been disappointed in love before, if they feel like they've been abandoned in love before, I think they've been carrying some of those wounds with them. This connection with the two of you is about them being able to rewrite that story and rewrite that narrative and do things differently when it comes to love. But I do think there was something significant, something disappointing, something really hard that your person went through. And they might not talk about this right away if it's a newer connection, but I do think that at some point they might share about something really challenging that they went through. And I think it's been a process for them to let it go and disconnect from it. It was maybe like a long road of, you know, working through their feelings and getting to a place where they're ready to release it, right? Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. Good. Six of Pentacles, which is honestly just like a really lovely card. It's very balanced. So I do think your person is really wanting to give to you, to give to the relationship, and also just bring their life into balance. Because like I said, it is possible that there is something in their past where they're still a little bit off balance because of it, a little bit anxious, a little bit vulnerable. But I feel like it's like they have to overcome all of that because they have this connection with you and they realize how beautiful it is. So that might be part of this energy as well. It's like because they're having these amazing feelings for you and this beautiful, wonderful connection, this might be almost like forcing them to confront any emotional baggage that they're still holding on to and they need to let go of, right? So there's something very transformative about this connection, I think, between the two of you, Virgo, where they realize they don't want to be living in the past. They don't want to be holding on to the past. They want to be moving forward with you. And this might be a really beautiful opportunity for them to do some more healing around that situation and to finally just like, you know, let things go and focus on the connection here between the two of you. Because the overall energy is what frames the reading and it's beautiful. So it's like they want to tap into that, but I do think there is something they're probably releasing right now as well related to some sort of emotional baggage or some sort of emotional wound related to the past. So let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo's energy right now. Beautiful. This is really cool because if you remember, the first card that I pulled for your person was the Ace of Swords, and now you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So both of you are showing up in this lovely energy of like being ready for something new. You're looking for a loyal, committed, stable, and secure relationship, Virgo, and it looks like you're very open to it. Tell me more about Virgo's energy. Ten of Wands. Ooh, interesting. Ten of Wands is a card that can indicate something weighing on us heavily. So here's the thing to watch out for. We talked about how your person might have some heavy stuff from the past and they're still kind of working through some of it, right? I would be mindful of how you take on that situation. And what I mean by that is sometimes we can get a little bit freaked out if our person's going through something. So what might happen here is maybe your person does disclose to you something that they went through in the past, something that was hard for them. And then you get a little bit worried, a little bit stressed out, like with that Ten of Wands, where you're like, okay, do I have to be worried about this? Is this going to be like an issue for our relationship? Does it mean that they're ready to be with me? And so, you know, just watch for that, right? Because I almost feel like you're gonna maybe feel that your person's a little bit anxious, or they're gonna share something with you, and then you're gonna feel a little bit stressed about it, and you're gonna wonder what the implication is. But I think your person's just working through some stuff personally. So like, don't make it more than it is. Like, don't assume it's something about you when it's something they're working through from the past, right? Tell me more about Virgo's energy right now. The Fool. Beautiful. Another card about a new beginning, taking a leap of faith and being like, you know what? I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to put myself out there in this relationship. I'm going to have courage. I'm going to open up, and let's explore this and let's see where things are going. So it's like a very exciting energy. So don't get weighed down from stuff in the past. And this could also be for you too, Virgo. Like maybe you got some emotional baggage from the past, and through this relationship, there's going to be an opportunity for you to also release some of that burden as well. So I'm almost getting a little bit of a sense that there could be a really beautiful healing aspect to the connection between the two of you as well, where it could be an opportunity for both of you to maybe let go of some stuff that both of you just are finally ready to let go of related to your past, right? So tell me what Virgo could be feeling right now. King of Swords, lovely. I think you feel very good about this connection. Very clear-headed, very decisive. Tell me more about what Virgo could be feeling, please. Temperance, lovely. Really nice. This is a very balanced energy. It's also a very peaceful energy. Like the Temperance card to me is when we feel at peace, when we feel content, and when we feel happy in a relationship. And I think there is definitely an element to this relationship where both of you probably balance each other out in a really beautiful way. Tell me more, please, about what you could be feeling. And then the Two of Pentacles, yeah. So Two of Pentacles is kind of like, you know, juggling something, figuring out where you stand. So it could indicate, I don't know, with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, like it could kind of indicate you've got a lot on your plate right now, Virgo. So maybe this is also a time for you to just figure out what your priorities are and make sure that you're feeling balanced in every area of your life, not just romantically, but in all those areas. But I also feel like the Two of Pentacles, like I do feel that your person will potentially tell you something right now, and it's going to make you feel a little bit off balance. But I feel like the tarot is saying, like, don't let something minor throw off the balance within your connection, right? So if your person shares something and you feel a little bit uncertain about it, talk to them about it with that King of Swords, right? Have that conversation, because I think your person will reassure you and tell you how much they care for you, right? So if there's anything that's making you feel a little bit off, have the conversation with your person, and I think that will clear the air. So tell me what actions Virgo could be taking. Knight of Pentacles, beautiful, which is your energy, right? This is the Pentacles energy, which you are of that sign. So basically, I think the Knight of Pentacles is indicating that you're being very intentional about how you're moving the relationship forward. The other thing I'm going to say, if you remember, we had the Eight of Wands and the overall energy, and I'm like, it's such a fast moving energy, Virgo, which really contrasts with the Knight of Pentacles, which is a much slower moving energy. So maybe there's also a conversation that needs to happen with you and this person about the pacing of the relationship. If you're getting a little bit freaked out, if you feel like things are moving too quickly, talk to them, right? Talk to them about what you need. Talk to them about what pacing feels comfortable so that you guys can get on the same page. What other actions could Virgo be taking right now, please? The Sun. It's like, let yourself be happy. Let yourself bask in the warmth of this relationship. I think you feel really happy. I think you want to do things to make your person happy. And I think there's a lot of happiness and joy within this connection. So it's like, take action to lean into those happy, beautiful, warm moments within the relationship. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking. Yeah, and then the Eight of Swords. So if there's any doubt, if there's any anxiety, you know, free yourself from that thinking. Don't go into a spiral. And that's a little bit of a theme here where I'm like, look, you might find out something about your person. And what I'm getting honestly is like, whatever you find out is going to make you question, like, are they ready? Okay. For a relationship, right? So again, it's like, maybe they tell you they had a really big heartbreak in the past. And, you know, it's still kind of, you know, there's still some stuff that they're working through. I think it's fair for you to be like, okay, so what are the implications of that? Does it mean that they're available? Like, are they fully ready? That's a fair question, right? And so what I'm saying is, if those kind of questions or concerns are coming up, have the conversation with your person. Because what happens sometimes with the Eight of Swords is, instead of having the conversation, we just get up in our head and create stories. And a lot of those times with the Eight of Swords, those stories don't actually reflect reality. They reflect more of the fears that we have. And so that's why I'm saying, like, if there's anything kind of throwing you off a little bit, just talk to your person about it. And my sense is that you guys will be able to clear the air. I think what you don't want to do is like feel anxious about something and not talk about it and then just run away with that story in your mind, because that is going to leave you feeling anxious and not good, right? Okay, so moment of truth. Let's see what the potential outcome is here within this situation, please. Okay, we will definitely take that. So Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy again. So it is possible that some of you are maybe dealing with a fellow earth sign romantically. So maybe another Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn, but let's talk about this. The Queen of Pentacles is very stable, Virgo, very mature, very grounded. So the outcome here is saying, like, you guys have got a steady and stable connection. There's also a really beautiful aspect of nurturing to this card. So I feel like the two of you nurture and love each other. And I think you're building something beautiful. So the outcome is saying, like, look, what you're building here together is built on solid ground, Virgo. So yeah, if there's anything coming up right now that makes you feel a little bit anxious about your person's past or something that they've gone through, talk to them about it, have that conversation. And that could also be something, if you have a good conversation, like I said, there's an element here where I think both of you might even be able to do some healing through this relationship and through this supportive connection, right? It could be something that ends up bringing the two of you even closer together. And the outcome is saying, like, look, this is beautiful. There's this beautiful connection. So that's what I see for you today, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. Of course, wishing you love, wishing you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.